Oh wow. Oh wow, it fired right up. What's up guys? Welcome to another video. Behind me is a 1990 Chevy Silverado. Oh, being eaten by ants. 1990 Chevy Silverado. It's got a 5.7 liter V8 in it with a 5-speed manual. It's not a very common car anymore. These things have just disappeared. You don't see them anymore. Not in manual. You see automatic still, but these things are beyond rare. It's I think it's about time I pull it out of here, clean it up a little bit. I got a bunch of new parts for it. Also need to get it running. It's been sitting here for about 3-4 years now, just parked, not started, just pretty much abandoned, just sitting there. It doesn't belong to me, it belongs to a friend of mine, but she's asked me to pull it out and clean it up for her. She's gonna register and get it on the road. She actually can't drive it, but she's asked me to drive it for her. So she's a much older lady and she can't drive a manual. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it out and get it running and see if we can get it to actually run and look decent. It's pretty bad. So under the hood of this thing we have the you can kind of see it there, 5.7 liter V8. It's a pretty rare truck to have in a manual. Most of the manuals were like 305s, I think. So kind of cool to see. But yeah, it's got throttle body injection, so we might have some gremlins there. I gotta look into it. Obviously the AC has just been kind of disconnected and left like that. I'm not sure why. I don't know anything about this truck, like history wise, so I don't know what's been done to it, what's wrong with it. I mean, for all I know, it could have, well, there's one problem, the radiator is completely empty, so it probably has a leak somewhere. We'll have to figure that out. Cap is sketchy. Seeing parts and brake cleaner under the hood is not a good sign, so it may have a fuel issue as well. But let's see if we can get it running. First thing we need to do is start with a battery, so let me get one of those. This is a problem. I don't know why people use black wires for both power and negative, but this goes into the starter, so this must be the positive. We'll get some wrenches for those. Got some wrenches here. I don't know why they have different size nuts on them, but weird. I guess, I don't know what's going on here. Let's see if the door chimes when it opens now. So far that's a no. I got the keys here, so let's crawl into this dirty thing. Let's see, neutral, good. Might not be the right key. Oh, there it is. Oh, we got power. We got no voltage though, so the battery still might be dead. We lost all power right away. So I think we have an issue with, that's weird, that lock in this key ignition is real bad. Let me see what's going on with these, or this battery. Because I left this battery to charge, but this ground situation here doesn't give me high hopes. So we got this that goes to the firewall, and then the wires that are in there look pretty rough, and this just goes to the intake manifold. So I guess I need to pull this out, adjust this, clean it up, and see if we can get that to do anything. I'm going to start by taking apart this negative terminal. Kind of want to take the whole thing apart because it's pretty corroded. So I want to get a wire brush in here, and you can just see how bad that looks. Oh yeah. Try and give it the best shot I can to get some power. And try not to hit my fingers, even though I already got my thumb. That's pretty good. This little one on the firewall, I don't know about this. This one's pretty bad. Right. There we go. Got some exposed wire now, something you might be able to work with. Take this moment to see if you're here, made it this far in the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe for more useless builds videos. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate you being here. I'm not some master mechanic. I do all this myself, and it's difficult to say the least. Alright, well, that's a partially repaired negative terminal. Can't really get this negative terminal to thread in. This might be what the issue is. Oh, there it goes, okay. Starting to get worried for a second. Alright. So we got terminals on there. Now, let's try this again. Walk on in the cab and see if we can get this sucker to crank. Alrighty. Got our key. Clutch in. I got power. Oh wow. Oh wow, it fired right up. Holy cow. Okay. Alright. That's really shocking actually. Like it was from sitting for so long. I guess it evaporated most of the water out of it. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I think I need to pull it up out of these weeds, get it over in the driveway where I can really assess some stuff, and then I can get my canopy top up over it and be out of the sun and out of the grass where these bugs are just absolutely annihilating my legs. So let's get this thing moved. Really see how crusty this thing is. Running really good though. Smooth as can be, no misfires. Battery seems to be kind of charging kind of low, but I can't tell if that's the gauge or if that's actually the battery. Our fuel gauge is super low. Coolant's climbing nice. Oil pressure's looking fantastic at 60 PSI. That's great. It's a good truck. So, I mean, now that we know it runs, I want to get it cleaned up. Maybe, obviously, get rid of all this stuff. I don't even know what's in the bed of this thing. I've never opened this. looks like. Gas can, spare tire, some miscellaneous parts. Big old bug. I don't know what this is. Should probably go through that. Make sure there's nothing sketchy in there, like a gun or something. I don't want to get pulled over on the road with an expired car and have guns in it. So, also I got to get this top off of here, and I'll leave the regular bed cover, but I got to get rid of that red one. I don't even know what that goes to. I think like a small Toyota or something. But give her a couple revs. See how she sounds. Not too bad. Have a gas cap on it? Sure does. Alright. Now that we know it runs, let's get focused on this front end. I'm going to get the bumper off. See how the bumper's tweaked, though. Some oil coming out now. But bumper's tweaked on this end. Hopefully there's no serious cab damage and it's just the bumper. I have a new bumper for it. I have a whole new grill for it. And I've got some new lights for it. So let's pop all that stuff on and make this front end look a whole lot better. Alright, so I took the leaf blower and blew off all the junk, but man, this bed has an ant infestation on it. Seems to be just condensed to the bed, thankfully, but they're traveling all around the bed, essentially. I didn't find any inside yet. We blew all the dust and debris off of the cow up there, so this way I can have kind of a cleaner canvas to work with, and now I can start to pull all this apart and see what it's going to take to pretty this up, essentially. By the way, I went and picked this canopy up at Academy Sports for $40. $40 to keep me out of the sun when I'm working on a car in my driveway. Because my garage is full of junk and a broken BMW. So, this isn't an advertisement for them, but if you don't have one, $40, what are you waiting for? Go get one. Ah, this is amazing. And it's blue, so you don't have to worry about it catching fire. Like all of Hawaii. I'm sorry, that was in bad taste. I didn't mean that. Oh, don't mind me, just watching a YouTube video on how to remove the grill, because I have no idea how to work on these things. I know nothing about Chevy trucks. I work on Volkswagens, Porsches, and Audis. Occasionally a Volvo. I don't mess with Chevys, so. Not all of us know everything. We have to revert to YouTube as well. So shout out to Inline Paint and Body for the video on how to remove the grill. Appreciate it. So, we got the grill and the bumper off. Here's our banged up bumper right here. Big old dent in the front, or in the front of it. It actually pushed these mounts back on the side here. So I may have to replace the mount on that side. But I'm going to see how the bumper fits up first and how it looks. I may not even use that mount, to be honest. I'm trying to fix this cheaply and quickly for her. And also, I want it to look better and not like a piece of crap sitting in my yard. I'm also going to park the truck over there once I'm done. But let's get the new bumper and see if it will fit up with this mount setup. Alright, so a little update. I'm going to leave the mounts on that side because I don't think they're damaged. But the mounts I'm taking off that side. I didn't realize the bumper actually has the mounts on them still. So we have all the mounts there. But I want to leave the mounts on this side so that I can just slide right on. And then on this side I'm going to take the mounts off and mount them onto the car. That way we can have undamaged, non-bent mounts up there. Check it out. We got the bumper on there. I don't want to call it new because it's used. But it's already starting to come together. These mounts mounted up perfect over here. I just got to tighten everything down on this side and then get the lower bolts on this side, and we'll be good to go, man. This thing is going to come together and look great. The only thing I'm worried about is the headlights. I didn't see a set of headlights with all the parts, so we may have to buy a set of headlights for this thing, which they're pretty cheap nowadays, so I'm not too worried about it. I do have new marker lights. I thought those were the headlights that she gave me, but they're not. They're marker lights. So we still have the new grill. We got the new marker lights. We'll put everything together, and then I'll try and source down a set of headlights and find headlights for this thing. Man, this thing's really starting to come together. Those headlights though are really killing it, because the rest of it is looking great. It's got these brand new corner markers. The grill looks great. The bottom lights look good. The bumper looks great. Man, it's like a brand new front end on this thing, but the headlights just kill it. It's like it's got a Forrest Whitaker eye going on over here. Man, it's starting to look like a truck again. Bumper fits perfect. The plastic piece is a little warped because it was so bent for so long with that bad bumper on there. All we need to do is get a set of headlights and figure something out with this paint. I was thinking about doing the old clear coating it like it is. Keep that crappy patina, but we know how people hate that, so we'll figure something out. I'm sure I'll have fun in Photoshop and make the thumbnail look extra clickbaity, but I gotta do something about this thing. Clean up these windows and maybe take it for a drive. So I got this thing all, I don't want to say cleaned up, but I got the glass cleaned up, so it's actually something you can see out of. And I'll take this thing up to the gas station and put some fresh gas in it. Also, I just want to see how it does on the road, see if it's even safe. But hopefully the power windows work. I didn't realize they had power windows. Man, it's gonna be hot in there if those power windows don't work. And she fires right up. Runs so good. What a great truck. Let's see if the window works. Oh yes. Thank you, Jeebus. Does that one go down? Let's go back up. Oh yes. Let's go. Some airflow in this turd. Door shuts. Nice. Let's have this cool little visor up top here. It's kind of rad. Glasses and stuff up in here. Sweet. Let's take this thing for a spin. Kind of got the camera mounted up here, right in the dash. It's the brakes work. They kind of work. Go slow and see if we can get these brakes to queue up. A little tight with this big thing coming out of the driveway. This thing has not left this house in over 4 years. That's crazy. Now we're going out on the road. Second gear's fine. Does this seat go back at all? Oh yeah, there we go. Not too bad. Ride's pretty nice. I got good airflow coming through here. Should probably put my seatbelt on. Oh, it's got that weird seatbelt. Oh. No place to plug my seatbelt into. Like stop. Yeah, the brakes work. They don't work that great, but they work. I'll park in the shade right here. Try to get this seatbelt figured out here. There's no. Well, there's a seatbelt in the middle of the seat. I guess I can plug it into. That works. Weird. Alright. Back on down the road. Ooh. Camera's holding on pretty good. That's nice. Brakes don't feel good at all. I mean, they work, but like, if a kid were to run out in front of me, this wouldn't be the safest. I'm gonna stay vigilant on what I'm looking at. Speedometer works. Plenty of speed bumps in my neighborhood. Actually, not that bad a day. By the way, this is being filmed on the 4th of July, so this would be my 4th of July special for the week. Working on an American truck. Not too bad. Neighbors renting their house out. I think I'm confident in this thing. I think I could take it up to the gas station, put some gas in it. Kid was looking at me funny. Probably wanted to know what was on the windshield. Turn signal works. At least in the cluster it does. I don't know actually about outside the truck. Pretty good. Just realized I don't have a rear view mirror. It's kind of weird. Oh well. Well, I'm pretty proud of the truck. Took it up to the store, put some gas in it. It runs and drives great. Everything seems to be working on it. The windows, I mean everything except the air condition. So I got to track down a pair of headlights for it. And then I'm also going to probably work on getting the AC working in this thing too, because it's such a nice truck. I mean, obviously it's a little ugly on the outside. Put lipstick on a pig with the new front end, but I mean, a quick little paint job and some air conditioning, this thing will be a nice truck for somebody. The owner wants me to drive it for her. She's going to put a registration back on it and insure it. So I told her I'll be happy to, you know, drive it up to work once a week every now and then, and keep miles on it and keep it from like deteriorating. But it's a really good truck. I think I'm gonna end the video there. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, man, hit the like button, subscribe. I enjoy doing this, but it is hard to do this with a full-time job. So if you could give me a little bit of your support, I can give you tons of videos and tons of content. I appreciate you guys watching. Deuces.